All right, so for today, all we're gonna need is just a black yoga mat, okay? And the first thing we're gonna do is gonna go ahead and put our right knee down, okay? And get into our half kneeling position, okay? So three-way hip stretch, okay? So the first position is pushing hips forward, keeping heel in contact with the floor, big stretch to that front side. Coming back to the start, open up just a bit and pushing forward. And finally, all the way out to the side. And we're pushing all the way as far as we can, trying to push knee over toe while keeping heel in contact with the floor. All right, from here, we're going to go through 3 rounds, those 3 positions, big stretch. All right, if you need extra time, go ahead. You can hang out in that position a little bit longer before we transition, all right, to the next position. Last round here. Hips forward, big stretch. Up just a bit. Then all the way out to the side. Right, as we finish 3 rounds, left knee goes down, right leg is up, and now we repeat 3 rounds on this side. Position 2, out at just an angle. Again, as we go through, we're kind of trying to keep that chest up real big. Okay, heel stays in contact with the floor. Full range of motion through each of our 3 positions. All right, second round of each here. And last one. And 3. Okay, so as we finish, turn back to that starting position with our right knee down. What we're going to do now is progress this a bit, okay, into a forward hip stretch. And then we'll transition. Heel goes down, toe is up, walk the hands back, and big stretch through the hamstring. All right, so again, hip goes forward, and then we rock back into hamstring. Hips forward, back into hamstring. After 3 reps, we will switch, left knee down, right leg up, forward, and walk the hands back. Here, pushing hips forward, pushing hips back towards the heel. Okay, and last one here. Hips forward and rocking back nice and smooth. Okay, from here, when we finish, what we're going to do now is go both knees down. Okay, hands will go to the floor, and now our right leg goes out to the side. Okay, from here, what we're going to do are push the hips back as far as we can towards that heel, big stretch through the inside of that leg, and then return back up to the top. Okay, from here, we're going to go through 5 reps, pushing hips back as far as we can. If we need a bigger stretch, hands go forward and really push back. Right, and then we're back up. Number 3. Pushing back into 4. And again, if you need more time here, just go ahead and hang out in that big stretch position. And last one is 5. Then we'll switch. So now we're on the other side, going through the same thing. Go, pushing hips back, big stretch. There's 2. 3. 4. And 5. Okay, as we finish, what we'll do is return back to that same starting position with that right leg out. Now we're going to add in some thoracic spine mobility. Okay, so from here, what I'm gonna do with my right leg out, I'm gonna take my right hand, I'm gonna push that underneath my other arm. Exhale, eyes will follow the hand all the way up and open up real big. Return back to the floor, going through 3 reps here. Nice and slow as we open up. And last one, hand goes underneath, holding that position there. And then we slowly exhale and open up. Once we finish 3, we will switch sides. Okay, now the left hand is going underneath, holding that position. Then we exhale and reach up. And we have 3 reps on this side. Go. Good. And relax. Okay. So once we finish, we'll need to be on the mat. Okay. And from here, what we're going to do is get down into a quadruped position, which will be just hands and knees. Okay. So from here, what we're going to go into is cat-cow positioning. Okay. So the first one that we have, we're trying to push our shoulders and tuck our hips underneath, trying to open up the upper back real big. Holding for 2 breaths. Then we transition, arch the back, bring the head up. Trying to get some extension through that low back. Then we switch again. Holding for 2 seconds. Then we pull the shoulder blades back, arch that back, bring the head up. Go. Go through 3 of each, so this will be the last round of each. Go and relax. Okay, from here, what we're going to do is go face down on our mat. Okay, once we are here, hands are going to go underneath like we're going through a push-up position. Okay, and all we're going to do are some prone press-ups. Okay, so what we're going to do is push away from the floor, trying to get some serious extension in that low back. And down nice and smooth. Okay, a regression from this is to go from the elbows and push up if we need just a little bit less. Okay, so we can go through elbows or full hand prone press ups. But either way, 5 reps total as we go through. Exhale as we push up. And last one. Okay. As we finish, all right, what we'll do is come back up to the top. And then now what we're going to go into is a downward dog position into a pigeon pose to stretch out the glutes on each side. Okay. So on your mat, you can go on the mat or off. What we're going to do is go into our push-up position. From here, we're going to do our push those hips back as far as we can, feeling a stretch through the hamstrings, okay, through the calves. Then we bring one leg up, right? Once we're in this pigeon pose, what we're going to do is let the chest fall down to the floor. And we're going to hold this stretch position, okay, for 2 to 3 breaths. Then bring the foot back, push the hips back, and then now we switch sides. Walk it down to the floor, hold this stretch position, 2 to 3 breaths. Go. Hips back. We will go through 3 reps on each side. So number 2 here. Once you're set up in your stretch, walk the hands down. Chest will fall towards the floor. Go. Hips go back. And we switch. Chest goes towards the floor. And last one on each side. Go. And relax. Okay. Once we finish, what we'll do now is have a seat, all right, on our mat. Okay. And what we're going to do is get into a 90-90 position. Okay. So we'll have 90 degrees at the left knee, 90 degrees at the right. Okay. From here, chest is up real big. What I'm going to do is go through a 3-way hip stretch. Okay. So first one, I'm trying to push my chest behind, okay, my left leg, trying to go towards the floor, holding for a 2 count. Walk the hands up, walk the hands over. Now we're falling towards that knee right over top. Walk the hands up and over. And now we're falling right over top of that lower leg. Once we're up, hands will go in the floor. We transition the hips over and around, okay? And now we repeat that same process on this other side. All the way behind. Walk the hands up, walk hands over. Chest goes over the knee. Walk the hands up, walk them over. Big stretch. Right. Then we're up, hands on the floor. Switch the hips over, okay? Then we'll go through the last round on this side. Hands up, walking over. Final position here. Hands hit the floor. Rotate over, right, and repeat. Last reps on this side. Up. Now just over the knee. Now over that lower leg. And relax. Okay, our final position here. Bring the feet forward. And we're going to fall right onto our back. From here, legs will go straight out in front. What we're going to do is keep our left leg straight. Okay, and we're going to pull that right hamstring. You can interlock the fingers or just pull onto the leg. Okay, big stretch to the hamstring. Slowly release, let the leg fall. And we switch to the other side. Here we're trying to hold for at least a 2 count. We will go through 3 on each side. Number 2. Big stretch. Right, last one on each side here. Go and relax. All right, once we finish, come back up to the top. All right. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you all have a great rest of your day.